Hello, entrepreneurs. One of the things I've learned in my 13 years of owning my business and 25 years of doing the business before jumping together, total being in accounting, is that you will always have some people that you cannot help. The hardest part of what I do, and I say it all the time, is that entrepreneurs tend to feel attacked when you start showing and talking and directing them in things that they need to do for their business. And it's never meant to be an attack. I guess it's more like business consulting is like counseling. People know they need counseling. They know somebody else could probably help them. They probably even been a counselor, our ear for other people. But when you say it to them, it's like taboo. And a lot of times in what I do, it may come across that way to business owners. But I'm always telling them, hey, let me just explain to you, let me tell you where I'm coming from, because my desire is to never tear you down. In order to do business better, it does mean that I'll question and I will talk about what needs to be done. So far, sometimes I get way too many clients who have the need to prove to me who they are. And I'm saying you don't have to. If you were skilled and if you knew as much in business as I am bringing to the table, you wouldn't need my services. And in fact, you would offer my services instead of what you do. Don't look at it like that way. I don't care who you use, who's helping you. Understand that they are helping you and they are challenging you because that's what they're supposed to do. Real growth, no matter where the growth is, no matter who it is that's providing it, it is going to challenge you. And the funniest thing about it, when we grow, we feel bad. We don't feel good. You feel challenged. You feel ignorant in a sense. Believe you me, there are some things I'm coming into at this post 50 that I'm like, wow, why did I just now get this? But that's growth. If you knew everything right away, how much good, how much use would you be? So I want you to understand when I say the queen bee of doing business better, and when I'm trying to guide you into what and telling you the steps, I mean, I get people all the time that want to tell me, look, I know this and I know that. Okay, but it's not working for you. So maybe you can take a page and revisit. I have to admit, I was the same way. I will never forget the first time I was really challenged with something. I am always, because I'm an entrepreneur, sometimes I am contracted out to companies. And I went to a company and I had my reservations about a certain product. And because I wasn't on board with that product, and to be honest, I didn't think the product would last because there are so many of us in the business who really don't like, who really oppose that software. Well, the people that created it kept promoting, kept doing. I mean, they did so many things, and now their product is like major. But before then, I was determined. I was like, I'm not interested. And I kept telling them, oh, I don't need it, and I didn't learn. Being contracted out to that company, I was finally able to see just how quickly and how efficient things could be done using that product. Now, it wasn't as good as another version of it, and it was a little bit challenging because there's certain things and flexibility you lose in it. But the time, I couldn't deny it. And I remember just in that moment all the things I didn't know about it because I refused to learn. I refused to be educated in my field. Now, isn't that crazy? I don't mind admitting that to you because guess what? I am a consultant. I am always learning and I am always willing to pass on what I learned to you. That's why my business is the queen bee of doing business better. Because once you have arrived and you know it all, there's no reason for you to be here. So in that moment, I began to take that challenge I rose to the occasion and I took a different attitude about it. And it changed everything. And from that moment on, I was like, you know what? Because I'm conservative, as much as I'm glam and, you see me with risky colors and stuff, because I'm not your typical looking accountant. I'm not the navy suit, the khaki suit, or the black suit girl. However, there are parts of me that's conservative. And one of the things I had to realize, I had to open up because businesses are changing. There's so many different ones. And, there's challenges everywhere. I had to learn to be more savvy online. I had to rise to the occasion. I had to start doing these videos because I would write about everything I'm sharing. Nobody's taking time to read it, but they will listen. Bottom line is just know whenever you add someone to your team, if they bring about something, if they add something to your team or bring up something that you didn't know, that person is bringing their value. Don't feel intimidated. And even if it makes you feel a little dumb or a little crazy, take that feeling. That feeling is called growth. And sometimes we have such gaps in our growth that we tend to take it and we get offended when we really should be celebrating it and enjoying it and saying, wow, now I'm going to go to another level. Because that entrepreneurship in you, that thing that makes you step out and do your own business, it never dies. It can only be fed. And remember, iron sharpens iron. So you should always be in crowds that elevate you, that require you to think, that make you think about things different. When you do that, you know you're in the right crowd. You need the crowd of people who follow you. That's you giving back. Kudos. You also need the group that you can relate to. I have that group. I have people, and I'm in several groups like that where we discuss and we're colleagues and we share frustrations, celebrations, and new techniques and new software and everything. And then you have the group that can teach you and take you to another level. And you always need that. So don't be intimidated. A lot of times, I'm telling you, when you get with a bookkeeper and somebody who's asking you questions, they are asking you those questions to get you to the next level. It's the same way I move from level to level with money, level to level in business. I remember I used to hang on to every person. I used to want to talk people into doing business with me. And now I've learned when that person is not ready, they cost me more money, which is more time, which is money, because I'm fighting with them to do something with them. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. So I have to let people grow at their own pace. Remember that and understand that if a person challenges you and challenges what you know, it's not always bad. It's the way the delivery will tell you the motive. Okay? It's been your girl, the Queen Bee of Doing Business Better, saying, come on, let's do business better. Let's get out our fine tooth comb, go through it, and see how we can make it better. Bye-bye.